The Pope believes we should either burn...
I have already... My men arrested...
while his...
Yeah.
At least in...
Look at all these people. Seems like they're in...
They never change. You drew...
Shut up, you old hag!
Ellen? I'll stay with you. Go ahead. Quick!
Is your...
This is...
The trial begins. The judges. Brother of Stephen, King of the English. The Right Reverend Bishop Henry of Winchester. Her Highness, the Countess Lady Aliena of Shiring. Presiding over the trial, the Right Reverend Bishop of Shiring and Kingsbridge, Waileron Bygod.
Please. The Church is not without fault. We have gathered here today before the eyes of God to accuse one of our own. He wrote in his book that the Church and the papacy are not necessary as intercessors between God and man, that God is in man, that all men are equal, and that each sinner is as close to our Lord as the Pope himself. Now, we ask God for his judgment. For his is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Not ours, and not yours. You stand accused of heresy. Philip of Gwynedd, how do you plead? Answer!
I am not guilty.
Innocent?
He claims he's innocent.
Your teachings speak another language. Guilty, I say.
I am deeply saddened. It may come as a surprise to you, but we had hoped to make you Bishop of Kingsbridge. Why has it come to this, Philip?
In part, I am to blame. I supported Philip in his early years. I demand that Philip be removed from his position of prior immediately.
No.
And that he remain in captivity until such time that Shiring and all of England have healed from the poisonous...
No!
What? Yes?
In what way exactly are Philip's teachings heretical?
Philip of Gwynedd has said that each of us is in part. Therefore, he claims that none of us...
Heresy! Christ made his apostle, he and us, his church.
Hallelujah! Yes!
The Bible also... Philip made...
That is...
Yes, let a man be... Call in Remigius.
The Prior of Shire, Father Remigius.
My bishop,
Tell the court, Remigius, what you have...
for many years I served as first for Prior James, then for the...
What was your first...
I was offended by his bluntness and accusations during...
What else?
Prior Philip did not hesitate to give refuge to the people fleeing Earth.
Is that not a good deed? A true Christian.
You do not know him as well as you think. Today, that will...
Then,
I heard.
I tried to soothe the woman's pain. Our master builders...
And Philip...
Yes, he pushed me...
He should hang.
It is worse...
It was no point.
And then there was the day I did not...
Of course it's a miracle. The Virgin Mary herself spoke to me.
Me too.
Clearly it...
Yes. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, Mary, bless us all.
Well, I soon... He was only after... That...
He had to. Amen.
I believe something very...
Yes. Philip has fathered a child...
Unbelievable. I knew it.
A son. And he...
He is guilty.
Jonathan...
This is
Is it?
Is this true? Answer the question, Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
Philip has always been like... But he is not my father.
How do you know that?
He told me.
And how do you know he spoke the truth?
Speak. Answer the bishop.
Philip would never lie. He told me that I was found in the woods.
In the... Is this true, Philip? Well, you told the story so many times.
He was abandoned. My brother.
Your brother? Had he not been working for Earl Robert of... You have not seen him. Let us ask.
Francis, what?
This is not your fault. He does this.
By...
Francis, he was arrested more than 50. He was arrested.
Remove the
Philip told, and I, for God only, and his ally, Earl Bartholomew. Philip took in all those refugees as he was for that, Lady Aliena. Well,
I know that he is a trouble we've all had to make hard when indeed. I am thankful that I was forgiven when I made a mistake. Now I forgive him. Let us now return to the problem at hand. There is a man who witnessed how Jonathan was found in the forest. A man who can shed light on who...
And who is that?
My husband.
Step forward. What is your name?
He is the master builder of Kingsbridge.
have you lost your courage?
No, I have not. You know well why it would be... They call me Jack, after my father. My name is Jack Jackson.
Yes, we have.
How old were you when you allegedly saw Jonathan as a child?
12. But I know what I saw.
You were a child. And what were you doing there? In the...
I was living in the forest with my mother.
They were outlawed.
Prior Remigius is the most trustworthy witness we've seen today. The distant memories of...
He fathered a child!
Let him go!
He would never do that!
And yet, Lady Aliena is right. We do not know enough to judge him as harshly as you propose.
You are right. As I said, it is not up to us. Philip of Gwynedd has pleaded in. We ask God, as Bishop of Kings.
This is madness!
Philip of Gwynedd will be. If he is innocent, God will. If he is not, then he will burn as the heretic and sin.
No! Waileran, by God! Not this time!
It's her.
I saw the child and Francis. Philip is not the child's father. He is a fool, but he is a good man.
Then who is the father?
Tom Builder.
They are all in this together. This woman is a witch and an outlaw, living in sin with a thief. He was hanged in Shiring 30 years ago.
He was not. He was a good man. You've murdered.
What is this nonsense?
He was a thief.
What chalice?
The chalice of the. He stole it.
Sacrilege.
Yes.
Is that the chalice? You said it was melted down and sold.
Fall not. That could.
Where did you...
We believe Prior James hid it because he felt guilty for falsely accusing Jack's father.
What proof do you have?
He told me. The night the cathedral burned down, I was there, I saw him.
Prior James died weeks before that.
No, he did not.
Bishop Henry, he speaks the truth.
Order! I will give you until sunset to produce a witness who can prove your accusations against Bishop Waileran. Not just this chalice. If you fail to do this, I will make sure you are tried for defamation. Philip of Gwynedd, you will stay under arrest. The trial recommences at sunset.
We need a witness.
What are you doing there?
I've seen you draw up plans for a cathedral. Maybe we can do something similar to find our witness. Let's see. Your father.
He looks just like you.
My grandmother said he did.
And Bishop Waileran. What are the connections? We can find a witness.
Good idea.
Jack's father. If he was still with us, he could be our witness.
Maybe he still can.
Bishop Waileran is at the center of all this.
Waileran is a man who thinks of himself, not of others.
Mother says Waileran was behind my father's death.
And she said he wasn't alone. Bishop Waileran, Percy Ham back then,
If they were all there, then they were all witnesses.
And only...
Hardly. Why would these three men...
He was on the